tests on him. The kind you'd need a lieutenant.
So we've got 3 different kind of Jensen stories. Let me back out of that and just kind of show you where these are. These are the standalone kind of DLC packs. To be completely honest with you, I've been a little disappointed. They've been a little short. And as far as the lore aspect,
nice work with the train,
the original and things like that, I've been a little bit disappointed. Desperate Measures kind of goes in line with the Paris bombing that happened, so you're kind of
nice work with
figuring
the train,
out that backstory. System Rift has to do with, you meet up with Pritchard from Human Revolution as you go inside the Palisade thing. That one has some pretty good lore. You meet Morgan Everett, kind of see Stanton Dowd, things like that. If you haven't played this, if you haven't played the original, that probably means nothing to you, but Stanton Dowd is actually part of the Illuminati in that one. In Criminal Past, you actually have to go to the PlayStation Store and download this. I found, because it did get released today, but like I said, you have to actually go and physically download it.
It was my first undercover mission for TF2.
Let's go ahead and do a new game, and there's a pretty big cutscene in the beginning of this, and then I'm going to kind of... If you're watching this video, you probably have already played the main game, but just so that you know, there's going to be a little bit of some spoilers. They say, kind of a warning on there, that this is a standalone and it may ruin the main game. So for those of you out there, there might be some spoilers. So that is, it does say the correctional facility there. We're basically going to be going undercover in a prison in this episode, this kind of DLC story that it has.
Adam? Adam, you disappeared. Are you okay?
I went over this months ago in Phoenix, TF-29's North America Division. Everything should be there in that report.
The report has a few areas that aren't clear. The operational details are there, but there's not a lot about your personal interactions with Agent Hector Guerrero. Specifically, what happened to him.
Is this a witch hunt, Doctor? Because I feel like I've been under the microscope since London.
Adam, this interview has nothing to do with that. We're just trying to clarify what happened in Arizona 9 months ago. Just relax. Tell me what happened, what you remember about that mission one more time, and we can put this to bed.
You want me to tell you a story? Okay. Well, let's get this over with.
I'm listening.
It was my first undercover mission for TF-29. They had me undercover as an inmate inside an all-only supermax known as the Penthouse.
Penthouse approach. Phoenix Flight Control requesting handoff of automated transport. How copy?
Reading your 5, Phoenix. Onboard AP is disengaged. Handoff complete. Tower has control.
Copy that. Have a better one.
We'd received intel suggesting terror attacks on several pro-law groups in the U.S. If it proved out, the loss of life would have been staggering. Agent Guerrero was the only one who could confirm if that intel was solid, but he was Dark Opal, already in the prison, undercover, and out of contact.
Would you consider this mission high risk?
The job is the job. What else is there to say?
I'm just wondering at the amount of stress such a mission might put on someone. It must be difficult.
Try and keep up, asshole.
Pretty high-tech
We're agents,
security,
Doctor. We handle our roles as we need to.
So you were taken into processing.
Open the block!
All inmates are stripped of their augmented abilities on arrival. I had some idea of what to expect inside that place, but let's just say I should have been better prepared.
So this is an AUG only prison that they built specifically to house people with augmentation, so we're going to see some of the special precautions that they take for those that have augments.
Okay, data's in, ID's verified, last name Walters, first name Derek, middle name... Jesus.
I think they pronounce it Jesus.
Stinger, you might want to come take a look at this.
What is it?
Take a look at this hardware.
Full arm leg prosthetic replacement, energy converter. I don't even know what that is. He's a real deal hot rod, isn't he? What do you think? They look mil-spec almost?
Oh, definitely. I mean, these were made with love. I mean, look, right there, you can see on the...
Love? He ain't fucking cookies. What do we know about him?
First timer, looks like. Doing a 5-year bid for aggravated assault and negligent homicide. Oh, he's being transferred up north in a few days to our big brother.
Kinda relaxed for a first timer. Too big for paradise, maybe, huh? Hot rod? Can't waste any time getting to know you then, can we?
You want him on the list?
No. But I want to keep an eye on him. See where he goes, who he talks to. Upload the virus.
It's not a virus. Technically, it's much more
It can be a monkey riding a poodle up his ass for all I give a shit, egghead. As long as it shuts him down. Clear?
Yes, sir. Uploading now.
So earlier that was a biocell that they ripped out of the back of Jensen's neck, if you didn't realize that.
Hurts. Don't it? You put a suppression biochip doodad in your noodle. Just think of it as a housewarming gift from the great state of Arizona. We don't need you using your superpowers in here. Welcome to your new reality, Hot Rod. Better get used to it.
Don't want to be here.
Hold on.
Only thing for you past this point is trouble.
The pain you experienced, it was from the chip they implanted during processing, right?
Yeah, it kicked in if I even thought of using any of my hogs.
So you were inside, stripped of your augs, no badge, no backup, and the clock was ticking on the terrorist threat? What did you do next?
I knew from the brief that Guerrero was in B Block using the name Oscar Mejia. To get to him, I needed to keep a low profile, blend in, and follow prison protocols.
So there's a couple things that'll be coming up. They're going to be opening the door here.
Play nice and steer clear for restricted
We're not supposed to lean on the door, as you can see. But like I said, we're undercover in this prison, and I wanted to bring up a couple points. Like I said, this is a standalone mission. I'm assuming if you're watching this, you've already played the original, or you don't care about the spoilers, so just been forewarned. But the psychiatrist in the beginning, there's some interesting things. I've had some people, you know, they're like, oh, I knew she was dirty. She wasn't really dirty in the original game. It was just found out that she's part of the Illuminati. And she mentioned a very interesting thing. She says Beth could not make it. So we're led to believe that possibly Beth Duclair from the original game was probably in charge at the time of the Illuminati. And if you've watched my original series, you kind of know all about Beth Duclair and her daughter Nicolette. But I'll talk more about that after this cutscene arises. We're in the prison yard, trying to meet up with some
Are
people.
you shitting me? Johnson. Andy fucking Johnson.
Do I know you?
Do you? Do you know me? Do you believe this clown? Yeah, you know me, you piece of shit. Theodore Zenga, Detroit, 2022. You busted my ass at the Howie Bazaar Club for sleeping with underage hookers, remember?
You've got the wrong guy.
Don't lie to me, bot. You threw me down a flight of stairs. My head hit every fucking step. You don't forget something like that.
Ain't no problem, is there, D-Town? How about you give the new brother some breathing room?
Break it up, Clanks. Unless you want a one-way ticket to solitary. No charge.
We're all fine here, Stenger. We don't need another accident. I suggest you find a way to cool off, D-Town. Show's over.
The guy's a cop, I'm telling you. I see you again. I'll parade your bot ass all over the yard. You hear me?
Hell, New Shine. Look at you. Making a good first impression already. I like that.
I'm not sure everyone agrees with you.
What, D-Town? Nah, pay no mind. He's not allowed to hate on the guards, so he just hates on everyone else instead.
So I should watch my back. Thanks for the advice.
Ain't the inmates gonna kill you in the penthouse, brother. It's the guards. Stenger and his crew be stirring up trouble all day, every day.
Why would they do that? Pissing us off is just gonna make their job harder.
It's like a game to them. They bait us into breaking the rules and kill us when we cross the line. Been worse since they murdered Wilbur.
Let me get this straight. The guards are murdering inmates for fun?
Mm-hmm. Wilbur's just the latest brother to die for no good reason other than whatever Stenger was thinking. Just you wait, Moonshine. Their time's coming. We Augs need to stand together, not apart, know what I'm saying?
So here we can kind of ask about two different things. The first time I kind of asked, that's our main mission here, is to ask about that Oscar feller. And I'm going to ask about Wilberg this time.
This Wilberg, you say, was murdered. What happened to him?
Got himself cut in half by an automated sentry over in B-Block. Official word was malfunction. Unofficial word is Stenger. Must have gotten tired of the swing Wilberg had.
Sounds like Wilberg was a big deal.
He was the king for a lot of folks in here. Full gangster, Kosher Nostra. Been hooking and crooking since most of these guys were still dancing in their daddy's balls. Him getting taken out like that has all the brothers fired up. They can't just kill us like we're cattle anymore.
All level 2 inmates, return to your cells immediately. Your outdoor time is over.
Say, you don't look so good. Feeling the choke from the suppression chip Stenger put inside you, huh? It's a rare kind of pain, ain't it?
I've dealt with pain before. I'm sure I'll find a way to deal with it again.
That's up to you. But I'd strongly advise you look for someone we call a fixer. He's an inmate like you and me, but he was a doctor on the outside. He can give you a little something for the pain.
Last warning, Clanks. All level 2 inmates back to your cells. Now!
Level 2, that's me, brother. The yard's yours. Enjoy your time in the sun. You need me for something, swing by 212.
Cell A212, got it.
So that's kind of Flosser.
Did you think you could trust this Dr. Floss you mentioned? Did you feel nervous or suspect something was wrong?
There was a chance he was walking me into something, yeah. And I didn't know how long it would take to find Guerrero. But losing the choke wasn't such a bad idea either. I had to think it through.
So that's our first kind of contact, and to me, I just wanted to bring that up. It kind of looked like he had like leather instead of actual skin on his chest and things like that. It was just kind of weird, maybe just the way the textures come out. This is actually Fixer over here. It takes just a second for him to kind of come over. It took me a while the first time I played this. I'm like, why? I'm like sitting here talking to every single person over here. I did want to mention too, real quick, later on you're going to get a pass card that'll open these card readers, and I had the game crash on me when I went up top. There is a sniper up there, but it is kind of nice because you can shut down a lot of the security features from up there. But the problem is, like I said, it actually crashed my game when I went up there last time, so I just wanted to point that out. There is a trophy for putting a basketball into the hoop. This started from the original Deus Ex, where they would kind of, you're in New York and you could play in this one park, and it would be like, sign him up for the Knicks or something like that. So every single game since then, they've kind of had a basketball hoop, and I'll show you where that is in just a little bit. The cool thing is that this is a part of, basically you're playing, as if you're talking to the psychiatrist lady, I guess. You're kind of going back through that. Let me see if I can, if you get too close to these, it's like he's waving me forward, but he won't. So I don't know if this part's like kind of glitch. Like I said, it took a little while.
Right. This isn't much better than working retail.
But eventually he just kind of like stands over here, and then you can talk to him. Let me see if I can. There we go. Here's Fixer.
You the one they call the Fixer?
Well, yes. Well, sometimes Wart. Cut-up version of Wertmüller. It's German, from my father. He said to always insist on the umlauts. Otherwise people butcher the pronunciation. So often butchered it, no matter what I did.
Sorry to hear that.
It's not your fault. You haven't gotten it wrong, not once. I like that about you, Mr.
Walters. No umlauts. I'm here because Flossie sent me.
He wants it now? But I don't have it. Not here. Mr. Flossie made it very clear. I internalized the words when someone like him asks someone like me to do something. Well, as you can see, the gate, delivery must wait.
If this delivery is important to Flossie, I could help.
Did he tell you to tell me to tell you? Irregular. But possible, because your name is German, like my name, but yours. Simpler, stronger, an old warrior's name.
Yeah, well, this old warrior's seen better days. Now I'm just trying to facilitate things if I can.
Aren't we all, Mr. Walters? It's the temptation that concerns me. Once a man holds it in his hands, we're not made of plush. Can you promise to deliver it?
I'm not looking
to go ahead and help him out.
If I can help a guy like Flossie get his hands on something he needs, maybe he can help me.
Very well. It's, cell 309. Be careful. Don't tell Teddy I told you. They know me. Know that if someone wants something from me, all they have to do is ask.
Okay, cell A309. I'll see what I can do. There's something else. The pain I've been feeling since getting processed. Apparently you're some kind of doctor.
Suppose I am that. Yes. Dr. Wertmüller. There was a brass sign on the door. It was deeply engraved. But that's in the past. I'm here now, specializing in the side effects of suppression. The choke.
Stenger's procedure. The chip they install on us. How does it work exactly?
Pain equals energy exerted. Man uses an iron lung to breathe. Zap! His heart beats mechanical. Zap! He lifts his alloy arms over his head because Mr. Stenger tells him to.
Zap, zap, zap. Yeah, I felt it. And you found a way to make these reactions go away?
A combination of liquids, yes, and crushed powders in tablet form. Small enough to stuff down a child's throat. Enough to pass around without Mr. Stenger knowing. All you had to do was ask.
So I could say, I'm not sure you expect me to talk about it. He tells you basically it's a combination of like oxycodone, like all these different kind of pills. I'm actually going to refuse it because it seems like in this game they tend to give and take.
Some maybe kind of doctor handing out free pills to any stranger who asks.
We're not strangers, Mr. Walters, the named inmates all in here together. To stand up for ourselves, we need to offer the best possible reason to say yes.
We? You mean you and Flossie?
He asked me to make them exactly and to give them out and encourage everyone to say yes.
Anyone ever say no?
Before you, there was only Mr. Flossie who didn't say yes.
So Flossie gets you to hand these pills out, but he won't take one himself.
Inmate 524-1074, Ward Mulker. Report to the infirmary immediately. Ward Mulker to the infirmary.
That's not even remotely correct. If only one could say no, Mr. Walters, but we really mustn't. I have to go now. If ever you decide to be part of it, I'll be where they told me to be.
So there's a lot that kind of went on there. It was kind of interesting. So if you don't take the pill, the doctor there, Fixer, actually says it's kind of interesting that, Flossie's wanting everybody to take these pills, but he won't take them himself. So that's why I was talking about the give and take that this game always has. There's always some kind of underlying thing. A lot of people don't ever take things at face value, like I said. So the psychiatrist, don't ever, assume that she's, bad. Don't ever assume that she's good. Just the fact that she's there doesn't mean, a whole lot. There's a lot of things in this game that you're going to find that are like that. Let's go ahead and go in here. So we're going to search the room, and kind of the hint that they always have is there was a teddy bear when we're next to Fixer there, and this kind of gives you a little hint of what you're going to be going through here. Let me go ahead and slowly go through that for those of you that would like to read this. There's another kind of hint. Make sure to go shower first. So we go down here. And our actual mission is actually in this area, but as you can see, if we don't have our AUGs, we can't hack into the keypad. So how in the heck do we get this door open, right? What we're going to do is we're going to go down here into the shower room, as I said. Make sure to shower first.
You idiot.
We meet up with this guy who swears he knows us.
Isn't it Pig?
No, smartass. I mean his name back when he was a cop in Detroit.
Oh.
Tampering with door panels.
Here's the teddy anyway. Gives you the code 6014. This guy sounds an awful lot. If you ever watch the regular show, he sounds an awful lot like Muscle Man. So I'd be curious if that's the guy who did his voice. We go over here and type in our new code. Make sure you're watching out for these cameras. Altered biocell is what we get. And if we grab this, you want to grab this basketball here.
So let me get this straight.
There's actually a
Flossie was
trophy.
smuggling a biocell inside a stuffed toy. Were you tempted to use it yourself?
There was a good chance the biocell would have given me access to my AUGs, but it was clearly intended for Flossie. Not taking it to him could have jeopardized our relationship and the job.
As I was saying earlier, there's a trophy. In every single game, they pretty much have this little kind of mini game, but I've been standing kind of close to this kind of line, I guess, over here. You aim just a slightly above, I guess, that. I kind of missed it there, but if you do that, that's where you get the trophy for putting the ball in the hoop or something like that. Now we got to go talk to Flossie about the altered biocell that we just picked up.
Tampering with any part of your cell is strictly prohibited. Violators will be sent to solitary confinement for an extended period.
New shine. Didn't think I was gonna see you again so soon. Is it a social call or you're here for something in particular?
So you can either keep quiet, you wanted me to swing by, that, or you can mention the biocell.
Actually, I picked something up you might be interested in. A customized biocell. Couldn't have been easy to come by.
Now how the fuck? And what do you know about it?
I know that whatever it's for, it made the Fixer pretty nervous. And judging by your reaction, I know it's worth something to you.
Fixer, huh? Well, I guess there ain't no point in being mad about it. Not your regular kind of thinker, if you know what I'm saying. So you're looking to deal, that it? Got something on your mind?
I was wondering how someone might go about getting into B-Block.
That's so? Normal circumstances, I'd ask why, but seeing as you got something I need, we'll just say your business is your business.
Just need a way to the other side. You strike me as a resourceful guy.
That I am.
So can you help me or not?
Matter of fact, New Shine, I think we can help each other. Friend of mine is sitting on B-side. Name of Red Shoes. You make sure he gets that bio cell, and I'll be most grateful.
Right. Only problem is I forgot to pack my walk-through walls augmentation.
Packed a smart mouth, though, didn't you? I got you covered, brother. Here. Keys to the castle. Calibrated to the security refresh from yesterday. Should get you through most doors with a card reader. I'd still keep my head down, though, unless you want to hang with Wilburg in the morgue.
All right, so this Red Shoes, how will I recognize him, judging by the lack of fashion in here?
Hey, my man.
Present company excluded, of course. But I can assume Red Shoes isn't actually wearing red shoes, so what am I looking for?
Let's just say Red Shoes is real good at getting himself in trouble. You'll find him in one of the cool-off cages. Just keep your ears open, New Shine. You'll know him when you hear him. Trust me. Red Shoes don't like to be kept waiting.
So because we found the bio cell, we were able to
What if it set off the alarms?
The keycard was the only clear advantage I had to reach Agent Guerrero in Cell Block B. It was a risk worth considering.
The modified biocell you were carrying could have given you an advantage too. You still weren't prepared to use it?
Being able to use my AUGs would have helped a lot. But there was no telling what would happen if I didn't take the biocell to Red Shoes as Fosse wanted. I had a choice to make.
So I was saying earlier, I try not to talk during these cutscenes, but give us this altered biocell. He really doesn't talk too much as far as he doesn't care what you're going to do with it because you brought Flossie the altered biocell. He just gives you the keys to the kingdom. So now all of these little card readers we can actually access. Although this one doesn't seem to be working. As I was saying earlier, though, this spot was actually glitched. So there's the key reader, as I was saying. I went to go upstairs and like shut off some of the security, but of course, when you don't have any of your AUGs, you can't do a passive. You can't do anything. You can't knock anybody out. You can't even swing a fist. You know, I'm hitting all the buttons right here, and doesn't seem to be doing anything. I don't know why. Okay, there we go. So there I can hit the general card access, and as you can see, there's like another, oh, hint, hint. There's a little fox guy that you keep seeing with that. You have to be kind of careful in this area, because as you can see, let me kind of back up. I know my webcam's kind of blocking it, but this is a restricted area. It is in red on the map. I think I'm going to stop the video here. I appreciate everyone for watching. I just wanted to kind of give you a brief overview of what this DLC pack was about and see if it's something, maybe if you haven't gotten the season pass, if that's something you were wanting to get. And hope this was helpful, kind of entertaining. I kind of showed a little bit of the trophies and things like that. So once again, I appreciate it, and thanks.